Marcus K. Dowling, the Nashville Country Music Report at the Tennessean at the 57th ACM Awards, and I'm here with a man who knows a lot about the ACM Awards, Luke Bryan.
Yes, how are you? Thanks for being here. Yeah, I've now that I could say I've done quite a few things around this place.
So, by dirt, take me into the moment when you got the text message
Yeah,
from Jordan Davis.
yeah, Jordan he sent it to me. He first said he wanted to send me a song, and I was like, heck yeah. And God, I mean, when I heard it, I knew it was something pretty special. And what's scary about moments like that is sometimes, you got kids in the back of the truck screaming and fighting, and sometimes you can get diverted and not necessarily really something click, but for some reason, all the stars aligned, and I heard it, and I felt the same emotion that the world is feeling when they hear the song. And I said, I told him I'd love to be a part of it. And since then, it's just been a really, I mean, anytime you could be a part of this experience with somebody like Jordan, who's so classy, appreciative, just a great guy, and to sit back and watch him have, just massive success on this song. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, he wrote it. He asked me to be a part of it, and I'm just a featured artist on it. But he'll give me, he wants to try to give me all this credit, and I'll take it. But anyway, I'm just happy he's got so many things happening from this song.
Right. So I feel like you're a big brother to half of Nashville right now.
I like that role. I mean, I love people. I think if anybody knows me, I mean, I think people are what make me happy, and trying to, I just always, I guess at the end of the day, my legacy could just be, I never want to be those guys that gets real territorial about my spot in the business. I mean, all I can do is just wake up every day and be so thankful and blessed that I've achieved really every dream I've ever wanted to do in music. I've achieved it. So from here on out, I mean, it's about me making the music I love and believe in. Like with Up, my current song, I mean, the first time I heard that song, I literally listened to it 100 times in a row, sat out on my farm in Georgia under my tour bus was there, and that song just really affected me. And so I had other songs on my album that we could go with, and I put Up out because it affected me so amazingly. And so if I can always put music out that I really connect with, that's what it's all about for me and the rest of in whatever I do in my career, and having fun and enjoying these days. And it's just like Vegas. I mean, I'm having a blast doing Vegas, and my next move, just trying to make sure I'm smart about having fun in all of my endeavors.
Great. So outside of Dolly Parton, you may be the only person that's out here that has experience with performing in front of 40,000 people. So if you could take me into what that takes to really like amplify that performance for that many people in front of, in this
Well,
kind of situation.
it's exhausting. I mean, it scatters your brain and your mind. And I never will forget when I did my first stadium show years ago. We were at Heinz Field, and when I got off the stage, when you do your own stadium, it makes you just really appreciate the guys that have done it before. Kenny Chesney and Garth Brooks and all of the big stadium shows through the years, because there's only one way to learn how to go out there and do a stadium, and that's run out there and just grab the horse by the reins and hold on. So thankfully I've had a lot of those experiences in my life, and I just want to walk on stage being in my own element and having fun and smiling and always having a fun song. Always having a song I'm writing that I'm excited for the fans to hear. And so, yeah, there's nothing Dolly hadn't seen, so she's going to be amazing up there.
Right. So final question. As far as this being like the first time for streaming, first time for a number of things with the 57th ACMs, your thoughts about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that, as you'd be amazed when I'm watching American Idol, most of the performances, if I don't get by my house, I watch them on my cellular, on my iPhone. And I think as things transition into the way people view TV, I think it's a build. I think is it a roll of the dice or a gamble? And I wouldn't necessarily. It's the start of a new way to look at doing this. And I'm excited to see how this plays out. And I think certainly I've done some stuff with Amazon with my docu series, Dirt Road Diaries, and more. People want to have all these streaming services, and they want to, when they get a little time, if they can't watch the ACMs right then, they just want to swing by, save it, watch it when they can. And we've experienced that on Idol. I mean, you know, all of our big wigs at Idol, I mean, they get not more excited, but they get so excited about, the streaming numbers and the consumption after you do the show. And so it'll be interesting to see how this plays out, but I think it's a big move on the ACMs, and certainly thankful, Amazon got in the game and is putting the show out there.
Great. Well, thank you so much for your
Thank you.
time. I appreciate it. Have a
Appreciate
great
it.
day.